and certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Stroud wants to change it up with an audible. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. That's a gain of 16 to set up 1st and goal. The opening drive marks their way.
Because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play call, and you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's coming on clockwork right now for them.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Here's Pierce. Is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. They'll run for it with Pierce. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what right here? It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. Now on some type of a play, when my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it, I don't just want one static play.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. And the Cardinals have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
It's just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Credit for that sack goes to Cameron Thomas. We had a pretty good idea that they were going to pressure this young quarterback, and that's now 2 sacks here in the first quarter.
And yeah, this is a secret to exactly nobody, because if you're a rookie quarterback, you know you're going to see.
Here's a diving catch right side. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Stroud. This ball caught by Mechie. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping the second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Rifles one, it's going to be intercepted.
coverage forced them to stay. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing, but clearly there's some growing still to do.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Cook now off the read option. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one as it brings up the 3rd and 10. When you look at the defense for these Texans, they're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. First and 10, it's Pierce. Picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. After one, 7-3 the score. Let's go now. This 2nd and 4. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. That reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. And Stroud now to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Brevin Jordan, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are once again back in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Murray going to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Henry To'o in there to record his 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the 1st down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it. But to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. Taking it about the 36. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Pierce takes it straight ahead. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle. Ball on on the 40 now. Here's second down at 5. And Pierce gets it again on second down. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's Pierce. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside Detroit. Now up to the 4th down conversions results in 23. The case here, first down.
Here we go. 65, 6, go.
Now Stroud. Touchdown! A.T. Perry. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
To throw is Murray. Looking for the crossing receiver, and he's got him. It's Samuel. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now this time, Murray to throw it. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Brought down in the play by the linebacker, Christian Harris.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. that will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. He'll return it from the 6. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with a 17-7 lead, maybe they're just looking to get into the locker room. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. That is caught. It's Xavier Hutchinson. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. 1st down. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Caught left side by Mechie. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Stroud looking to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Stroud on 3rd down now. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. On 4th down, here's Cameron Johnston on to punt for Houston. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. At their own 33-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half there, that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
1st down, they go right back to Pierce. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They go again with Pierce. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there in the 1st. Now they'll change things up. Stroud will throw it. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Here's Stroud. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jordan. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him first and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a second time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play.
Let's go now.
Stroud completes this out wide. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll set up second and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. And he's caught. Touchdown, Texans. A.T. Perry with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. They'll look to set up his blockers. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston. That's a punt return of 89 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. But it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
And this this position, trying to get back into the game. Teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
45 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Murray now on 1st down. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Williams is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. There's no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say...
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Tyson Williams hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Naturally so. The defense was keyed in on everyone but the back on that play, and it took them an extra second to react when he got the carry. It's still a tough 3rd down to pick up here, but a lot more manageable after an excellent carry on 2nd down.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. With it is Brown. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
their own 26-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long second hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Murray now to throw. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Pierce now up the middle. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A.T. Perry, 26 yards. And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter. And the QB is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The hard-hitting safety, Jimmy Ward, picking up the sack that time. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Sherwood here, caught by McBride. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
That coach is always hard on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Stroud. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Ready.
Give to Pierce. 132 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brandon, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission.
You took the words from... And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Texans 45, Cardinals 13. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Texans are going to have it here at their own 15.
Their own 15-yard line.
Ready? 19, Pioneer. Ready, right?
First and 10, it's Stroud. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Parrott. Now he's into the clear again. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Texans 52, Cardinals 13. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Marquise Brown on the return. The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Now Murray. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. And now here is another interception. Jalen Petrie picks it up, and the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try to buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
Now Brown. After the turnover, here's Murray. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, it's Murray. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Derek Stingley puts it, and the Texans are going to get it back here just past the 35. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3rd and 3. Going for it with Pierce. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down.